Yo, what's up, everyone? Good morning. I'm Eric from Talk Topic City. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening. Um, so today's segment is going to be about tips to get through college. And me being a college student myself, I found these tips very helpful and useful throughout my education. Um, so you guys know me. I'm not going to waste too much time. Let's get right into it. So, tip number one, I understand that many of us want to be done as soon as possible to obtain our dream, to get that job and that career. I just want you guys to know that there's no race, no competition, or deadlines. If you can handle taking on, a full-time schedule with multiple classes and working a full-time job, possibly two jobs, kudos to you guys. You guys got my support. That's amazing, and it's amazing the multiple hats that many of us can put on, like the obligations outside of school and still succeeding while in school. That's amazing. Everybody's different. We have our own different, learning styles and our own different paths that we take. And then tip number two, don't be afraid to ask for help. I can't count the number of times that I've gone to my professor during office hours, just like, hey, I don't understand. I need some more clarification. I have no shame in it. The professors are there to help you. If you don't understand, it's okay to ask for help, or your classmates, or like other surfaces on the college campus. Ask for help. They're there to help you. So let's take advantage of those opportunities. I found them super helpful when I haven't had a clear understanding of on assignments. I see my professor during office hours. They break it down for me, and I found that very helpful because I didn't feel so lost. Because like, okay, now I got a better understanding. So taking advantage of the resources, and they're there to help you. I think that's really important. So ask for help if you need it. And then tip number three, I feel like this is the most important, not only in college but in life in general, and that is time management. I think it's one of the biggest challenges in college, to balance our time. College is different. It's different than high school. It's different than grade school. Um, the teachers are not there to hold your hands like, oh, hey, you need to turn in this assignment. It needs to be done. Like, hey, you need to turn in this assignment. Last warning. College isn't like that. We're our own advocacy. We are independent, and it's up to us to get our responsibilities to get everything done in a timely manner. We have to be responsible as students to stay on top of everything regarding assignments, attendance, communicating, to focus on our studies. For myself, in my own experience, for time management wise, what I usually do is that if I have, for example, like a week to get a project done, right? I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like doing it today. I'm going to take the day off. And that's fine. Everybody is different. Or I may even take 2 days off. But after those 2 days, I'm going to make up for lost time. I'm going to focus on the project at hand. I'm going to be staying up late. I can do that because I have more than one day to get this assignment done. But, not just on projects, though, on just regular assignments. It's important to not wait till the last minute. So let's, take it very seriously. Now, take breaks when you need to. Go out and get some fresh air. Go out and get some coffee. Come back, take a break for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. And after that 30 minutes is up, okay, let's get right to it. So you don't have to like be on the work and then be on it like constantly as soon as you get home, because you may be tired or you may be hungry. Go get something to eat. Go get that coffee or just like get some fresh air, but then come back and get the assignment done because that's really important. And then tip number four, I feel college is a self-discovery process. I think, growing up, we learn what we're passionate about, and going to college is part of that self-reflection. It's a journey. In my case, I have a degree in early child development. I graduated with that, right? But I soon realized, I was working on a job, and then I realized a harsh reality of to my own fault, to my own self is like, this isn't really for me. This isn't the path I want to take. I'm not making much of a difference here that I hoped. So I had to like take a step back, and I'm like, okay, this is not what I want to do going forward. Let's find something else. And then once I found like what I really enjoy, I'm now studying communications, and I really enjoy the class. It's challenging, but it's also a lot of fun. I enjoy like communicating and talking with people, and it's really good. So college, that's just a part of the process. And as I said before, we all have different paths, and if you switch majors, that's okay, because you're trying to figure it out. So don't feel pressured that you need to finish as soon as possible at a certain time, at a certain deadline, and if you have the support of your family and friends who understand that, I feel like that's the biggest thing, because the last thing we need is to be pressured by our friends, to be pressured by our family. Like, you still ain't done yet, you need to get it done. Like, no, everybody is different, and it's all about the process of self-discovery. And then tip number 5, have some fun. I understand that college, it can be a stressful process, with student loans, assignments, exams, midterms, group projects. And I can give you an example of that. Sometimes, when you're working within a group project, maybe it's 2 that you're with a partner, or sometimes 3. And sometimes 2 can be tricky, because you may be stuck with the person who may not be responsible, who may not communicate, who won't do their fair share of the work. And then when it's time to present, you're doing most of the heavy lifting, because they never communicated, they never got back with you, or they just, they just disappear for no apparent, for reasons that we don't know. And you're stuck. And sometimes that happens. Group projects can be a stressful process, because sometimes, you're doing your fair share of the bargain, but then they don't do their fair share of the bargain. And that's frustrating. But regarding the fun aspect of college, I think is fun. I mean, I know there's a lot of things that comes with it, like being more responsible and independent, but college is also a place where you can meet people, you can join clubs, or if, you have a passion for sports, you be on the tennis team, the soccer team. It's a great place. And of course there's parties. So there's a lot of things that you can do, to have fun at college. I feel like it's a balance. You can have fun, but also be responsible. But have fun along the way. As long as you're responsible and you're on top of everything, then, that's okay. And another thing that I recommend, and something that I strategize, and I know you guys know this already, is having rest is very crucial. It's so important. Sometimes we're so like deep into our studies and our assignments that we forget, hey, you know what, I'm getting hungry, or I'm feeling a little bit tired. Let me stop and take a break. I experienced this recently, actually, the other day when I was working on an assignment. I'm the type of person that don't like to like waste time and wait till the last minute. So like I start working on the assignment. Luckily for me, like the assignment wasn't due until like, 2 or 3 days. So I had a little leeway, and I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling a little bit tired. So, I put my assignment down. I was on the computer, and I'm like, I'm going to tackle this like maybe like an hour and a half. So I went and, rested for an hour and a half. I got up, I felt better, and I finished the assignment. So the whole point in all of this is that don't be afraid to take rest when you need to. And as I said before, you guys know that already, because I think it's so important to feel rested, to feel energized, and that you're ready to like finish the assignment, the paper, or whatever it is at hand. So feeling rested is very beneficial as opposed to feeling drowsy. So in conclusion, closing off here, college is a process, and remember that you belong. It's an exciting process, and it's a journey. And I understand that college, it can be stressful, but it can also be fun, because you're discovering what you like. Everybody is different. We all have our own paths. And remember, it's not a race. It's a journey, and it's about discovering yourself, finding out who you are and what you like. So I hope that these tips, are helpful. I appreciate you guys listening. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Eric from Talk Topic City. Stay blessed. Peace.